Hi, is another week, and another week means another review of Doctor Who. But unfortunately, there's about 3 more episodes, and then we have to wait a long time until the next season. There's been rumors that we might not get another season and series until 2020. Let's pray that doesn't happen. So, as you can tell, I'm really tired, but I want to make this review, and it might be a very quick one actually. This episode really for the first ever time in this series felt like a Doctor Who episode. For so many reasons, but mostly because it had a lot of references to previous Doctor Who. Well, not a lot, but it had a fair bit of references to previous Doctor Who episodes, and it also really felt like a normal Doctor Who episode. Blam is actually, what did I say? Biggest retailer on the galaxy. I was totally not expecting that. I didn't watch the preview for this episode either or whatever, so I jumped into it blindly, and kablam! It's an interesting take, and the fact that it's a retailer, I'm like, yep, I think I know where this episode is going. This is a humans vs. machine episode. It's a human vs. machine thing, so 2018 already live amongst technology, but it's the efficiency of robots as opposed to efficiency of humans. So it's something that in 2018 we kind of deal with. For example, self-checkout, which I personally like, but you know, some people don't. My Fez is back. My Fez is over there. I'll wear it in the next episode review. But yeah, the Fez is back, and it is fabulous as ever, and it actually suits Jodie very well. Oh, Matt Smith is my doctor, so it was a kind of bittersweet moment as well. Postman Pat, robots in cyberpunk kind of, not really cyberpunk, but just futuristic Postman Pat, like robots of Postman Pat. It was really creepy. Something is really off-putting about them, and I think that's a good thing and a bad thing. She's getting used to her body by now, and she's playing with all her previous incarnations. Companions are finally kind of sort of split up. Yay! But I know this is a good review point, but it wasn't split as I wanted it to be. I feel like they should have split it Yaz being on her own rather than Graham, because once again, Graham is put in the spotlight, which I don't know if it's intentional, but yeah, it seems like it is, showing how great he is, which is true, but give Yaz some time to shine. Has Detroit become Doctor Who? This episode literally reminded me of Detroit Beyond Human, and if you watched a previous vlog of mine, I brought up that I play the game Detroit Beyond Human. Become human. First time in quite a few episodes, the minor characters are very interesting indeed. They have their own motivations, and even though there's these subplots, unlike a couple episodes ago, I keep on bringing it up, but it's kind of true, these characters actually have these really important subplots, which I love so much. And there is a huge plot twist. All the time you're thinking, oh, it's the monster that's causing the problems, which technically is true, but the big baddie is a human again. I had to watch the episode a second time, because the first time I watched the episode I was a bit iffy about, something was a bit off, and then I thought, why am I not really liking this episode as much? And it's because at the end of the episode, it feels like the doctor just didn't care about that boy. Sure, she did, but it kind of felt like I'm gonna go as far as to say manslaughter, but maybe it's a bit too far. But she didn't really care enough. I mean, sure, she said you can come if you like, but he decided to, well, get blown up. And then cut to the next scene and everything's happy days. And it just felt a bit off. Personally, I thought, this is a bit, this doesn't feel right. So, yeah, just gonna put that out there. Another bad thing about this episode, well, when I say bad, I mean it to be improved or whatever. So she did introduce the Fez, which was great, but then cut to the next scene and it just disappeared. I literally said, oh, did the Fez disappear? I know it was meant to be a gimmick or whatever, but she could have worn it a little bit longer. I'm going to go now and sleep.